Ange Postecoglou, you're going to get sacked in a few months. Will he? Where is his next move going to be? Obviously, as his career has stated, I keep going back to his past. This man loves a new challenge, but what is the new step if Spurs sack him? That's the big question. I think his future is very much hanging in the balance, Like Thanos says, balanced, as all things should be. Are Tottenham more balanced if they sack Ange? I'd argue no, because they're a bit like Man United, and apart from Man United have won a trophy in recent time. All the managers they have got in, even managers who do have a proven track record, they're all stumped by one thing, and that's being Spursy. Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, the list goes on. Pochettino, he got them to a final, but even then they played ass. You know what I mean? And you could argue, that Ajax game was terrific, but it's the last 20 minutes where they scored 2 goals, so they was dominating for a lot of that match. I just think Tottenham are a bit like Man United. However, if you go to Man United as a manager, or even as a player, you're going to get shafted. If you go to Tottenham Hotspur, you're probably going to win 0 trophies. And they've tried to change that so much over the years, and it's just not been possible. Could Ange be the man? He's really not helped himself when he said, second season this, mate, I always win trophies in my second season. It's like, I need to stop doing that accent. What are you doing, you daft prick? But the overall quota at the moment, the overall feeling for me is that he's not going to do it. I know there's the Europa League and there's a possibility, but Spurs always slip up, and there will always be a game where a team susses out Spurs and beat them, and they just can't do it. That they was shite against Liverpool. That's a semi-final, and I know you've got players out, but you've got to put your balls on the line and try and get there, and it looked like the players just couldn't be arsed, and that's none of Ange's fault of being arsed. The players should be up for it, and obviously he's going to set his team how he wants to be the best. It's part and parcel in it with the job. Managers are always going to get the blame, but that's where you separate the good managers from the world-class managers, because that is when they tinker and they find something that gets their team back in the rhythm. Will Ange do that? I'm not a fortune teller, so I'm not sure. I would say the odds against him being sacked are more heavily weighed that way than staying at the moment. Ange just came in and he's always dealt with this doubt. But is Tottenham one step too far? Is it that maybe not even him, the man who does win a trophy in every second season, he gets stumped as well?